I was working on this baby hat last night and I'd had a glass of wine and I've realised this morning that I've dropped a stitch, so I've just caught that. But also I'm not very happy generally with this bit here. It's all gone a bit wrong. So I am actually going to show you how to insert a lifeline after the event much further down, because actually this top bit here I'm not very happy with at all. So I'm going to go right back to this last all white row here. Well, it starts off being white and then changes. Obviously it's colour changing yarn, and I'm going to show you how to put a lifeline in so that you can go back to it. Now I have picked a row, I don't know if you can see clearly there, but that is where 3 stitches have been knitted together to decrease, and that is just 1 stitch, so it's easier to pick up in that top 1 stitch. So I'm going to attempt to put a lifeline in on that top white row there. Now I'm going to start where the pattern starts. If I look down I can see my tail here, so it's this column of knit stitches here, so I'm going to start with that one. Now how do I put a lifeline in? Well, choose a thin yarn. I've got this thin cotton yarn that I use just for these purposes, and I've threaded it onto a tapestry needle with a bent end. You don't have to have that, but I do find it makes it easier. So here's what we have to do. This is the first stitch I'm going to start rescuing. So under the right leg of the knit stitch, pop your needle. Under the right leg of the next knit stitch, pop your needle. Now the next 2 stitches are purls, and I'm going to go under the top bump of that purl and the next one. Now you may find when you undo this, the knitting, when you get to that stage, that it's the last row is wrapped a little bit around these stitches, but that's not a problem. We can sort that out then. It's best just to get 1 row onto the lifeline. So the right hand edge, top of the purl stitch, top of the next purl stitch. I'm going to keep going like this all the way around until I get to the end, but I will carry on showing you just for a little bit longer because I want to show you how it works at the decrease. The pearls are a little bit trickier to pick up. Now let's do a knit, whoops, and I'm just going to pull this through because obviously you will be pulling this through as you go, leaving quite a long tail. So that's that bit done, and you can even put a knot in that if you want to, in case you drop it. Okay, let's carry on. We've done that knit stitch. I'm going to do that purl stitch and the next purl stitch, the next knit stitch and the next knit stitch, purl, purl, knit and knit. Let's pull that through as well. Now we're getting near to where the decreases are, so I'm going to be careful here. So the purl stitch and the purl stitch, and the knit stitch there, and then it goes straight into the decrease, which is also a knit, so I'll pick that up there, and then the next stitch is also a knit, so I'll pick that up, and 1 more there. So that's got us past the decrease. So I'm going to carry on all the way around, and then I'm going to show you what I can do after that. I've now gone all the way around, and as you can see, we finished up. The last stitch is a row on top of the one below, which is what you would expect. We are working in the round, which means we're working in a continuous spiral. So we will end up sort of 1 stitch above the other. That's not a problem at all. And the other thing I want to point out is, can be tricky if you're doing this with color changing yarn. But I noticed here at this point, this was where, if you can see it on that single stitch, just about, this was where my white turned to red. So I knew after picking up that white, I had to pick up this red because it had that little white tail on. I just pulled it about a little bit just to make sure I was still on the right row. Now, if you do go onto the wrong row, it's not the end of the world. Once you take the yarn out, you can probably recover. But so what I'm now going to do is I am going to tie this together so it doesn't come out. I can just cut it after, or I'll tie it a bit loosely. There we go. And then I am going to take my needles out, and I am going to pull my yarn back to the Lifeline, which is going to be my saviour. But let's get it off the needle and I'll show you what I'm going to do. And it's off. Okay, so now I need to find my yarn tail. Here we go, and start unraveling. So I will carry on doing this, and I'll meet you when I get near the Lifeline. So I've now got to where my Lifeline is, having unraveled, and this is what I expected would happen. You can see I am still unraveling the last row, but because we had knits and purls, what you can see is that last bit of yarn has wrapped itself behind the knit stitches and in front of the purl stitches, which is exactly what I expected. It's not a problem. We can sort that out once I get this last row out and all the stitches are on the Lifeline. So can you see these two here are on the Lifeline? The two purls are on the Lifeline, the two knits, and so on. Just got this extra thread through them, but that isn't an issue. Just gently, gently pull, because this red does tend to be a bit more fibrous than the other stitches in the other colours. So it's just felted a tiny, tiny bit. So there we go. Let's start pulling again. And now we've got back to the white section. In fact, I can pull from here just while I'm demonstrating this to you. So all of these whites are all on the Lifeline. We're all okay. Nearly at the beginning again now. Oh, last stitch coming out now. There we go. Gosh, it's a bit like an operation, isn't it? So I now have all my stitches on the Lifeline. Yes, I'll grant you I've got this red thread running through, but when I start putting these back on needles, I will be able to unravel that as I go. So I'm going to start that now. And in case you're thinking that's a really odd shaped baby hat, it is one of these pixie hat things, which are quite cute. So let me just show you how I start to get these back on my needle now. I'm at the beginning here. Some of them might be in the wrong orientation. I'm not worried about that at the beginning. So there we go. All nicely on Lifeline. Where's my next one? My next one is here on the Lifeline, my purl. Let's just grab that. It'll take a little while this, because they will have tightened up. There we go, first two knits and purls. I could take the Lifeline out, but I'm going to keep it in just for now. And I'll take it out at the same time that I take out that odd red strand of yarn. So I'll carry on around like this, picking up all my stitches, and make sure that you are actually picking up the stitch that's on the Lifeline. Sometimes it's tempting to pick up the one in the front. It's got to be the one where the strand of the Lifeline's running right through the middle of it. So if you've pulled tight like this, make sure it is that one there, the one with the purple strand. And if you're not sure, just give it a tug until you see the real stitch that was trapped. And there it is. So I'll meet you back here shortly. So I've now picked up all the stitches off my Lifeline. As I was going around, I had noticed that I'd missed one stitch with my Lifeline. So I've just caught that there. I'll have to sort that out when I get to it, but it's only one stitch. Shouldn't be too difficult. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to pull my Lifeline out now because it's going to make everything else easy. So I've just grabbed it in the middle because I've put these stitches onto 2 separate needles because I thought it'd be easier. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these stitches again, taking out these red strands as I go. So let's just figure out where it starts. So if I move those stitches from the back first, I will be able to get rid of this one here. So let me just grab another needle. I'll just turn the needles around to make it a bit easier. So I'm now going to start taking these stitches off. So there's 2 there. And unraveling this red yarn as I go, because that is my yarn that I want to use to knit up again, so I don't really want to break it off. Back to the front, and I could, some of these stitches are in the wrong orientation. I could sort that out now, but I could also sort that out as I'm knitting. So let's just get them onto the other needle first and this yarn out of the way. So I'm going to carry on doing this now. This yarn is a bit splitty, so it has split a little bit, but we are where we are. Wrap the yarn to the front to get it out of the way, and then pick the next 2 up. All right, so I shall carry on with this all the way around until I've got rid of this red yarn. I've just got to that stitch that I missed picking up with the Lifeline, so I'm going to fix that now. So this is a purl. We've got the purl bump facing us. This is the strand that it needs to make the next stitch with on the next row. So what I'm going to do is go behind that strand, take the white strand over the red, and that's created the purl for that row. So that's that one sorted. So I've now done half my stitches. That's on that needle. I just thought I'd show you, for this second needle, I've decided to remount my stitches as I go. So you can see these purl stitches here are mounted in the continental way, I would say, not the way I like to have them, which is the leading leg at the front. So I'm just turning it as I put it on my other needle as I'm taking this red strand out. The knit stitches are all okay. The purl stitches I am remounting or twisting by going in from the back of the stitch as I go. That one happens to be right and that one happens to be wrong. So the red yarn is now all unraveled. All my stitches are on the needle and facing the right way, the way I like to knit. I have my decreases, and the back of that is looking so much neater than the one I did last night. I've still a glass of wine, so I'll have to avoid that tonight. And on this side, we have the same, the decreased stitches, and the back looks fine. So I really hope that has helped you. I am going to carry on making this lovely hat, and I'll show you it when it's done.